So last class we discussed about the thread safe collection.
Right,
Thread safe. So as already informed you, thread safe means any collections or any Java methods. Thread safe means कि at a time only one threads are read or at one time can write, so that कि our data consistency problem can be avoided, right?
right,
So this is the main purpose, so that we can write our own class as a thread safe class, or Java library itself provided some set of thread safe classes. Like last class we understand read about the blocking queue as interface, right? Blocking
right,
queue, and where we have a study two more implementation of this interface. One is the array blocking queue, another is the link uh, list blocking queue, right?
right,
So today we have to understand some other uh, thread safe classes already exist. Okay, so till now in the collection framework we have already understand about the list. Okay, list. Okay, maybe list of integer. Similarly we have a understand set of integer. We have already understand
right,
map of let's string comma integer. These already we have read. So these all the you can say interface, and there are multiple implementation classes. Set have a different implementation, list have different implementation, map have different implementation. So surely whenever we are learning this collection framework, at that times we have learned some uh, implementation class. Like here we have learned about the new array list, right? And similarly here we have learned about one implementation hash set, and here we have learned about the new hash map, right? So generally these example we have already studied, and all these collections are by default not thread safe collection. That means this list class you are going to call add method, add list. And if multiple thread going to call add method, there is no guarantee all are can call add method one by one. Same time they can call, they can override some method, they can maybe you're not getting exact value what you want, right? Similarly, in the case of your set, similarly in the case of your hash map. So these three collections, whatever we have studied, that's work well fine in the case of single threaded applications. If all the codes are accessed by only one thread, maybe child thread or any one thread, at that case there is no problem. There is no things, there is no any kind of other thing you have to require. All these collections classes, methods work fine for your business needs. But when you are interested to do some calculation in the list or set or map, and you want this is not done by only one thread, this can be done by multi-threading environment. Okay, that times we face some logical problem. You are getting data, but sometime correct value, sometime incorrect value. So for those, Java designers say, hey, if you really want thread safe collections, don't worry. I'll give the different implementation, because these are the interface. Interface, one interface can be implemented by ArrayList class, similarly another class, similarly another class, right? So this list interface, similarly set interface can be implemented by many other classes. Map interface can be implemented by many other classes.
right,
So we are going to discuss this concept, thread safety concept is just not a new. Whenever Java first Java 1.1 release, at that time they have a think Java designer. Whenever designers they Java by default Java is a support multi-threaded applications. So main thread run, similarly, user can generate more 5 thread as well as. If multiple thread run, then the same time they think what happened those collections if the collections have a only single threaded or multi-threaded. So for those at the Java 1, they have given some threads of collections as well as. So let's good example. So similarly here, option, what is this? So I'm saying this is the list interface. So this list interface, if you want the same, but the implementation class you want to thread shape. So here say instead of I'm going to create a new, here you can say new vector. So vector is a one of implementation of this list interface that provide the thread safe collection. Now this your list become a thread safe collections. Here this till now this list is a non-thread safe collections because you are using the implementation class array list. Array list is a not thread safe class. What do you mean by not thread safe class? Add method, remove method, get methods can be called by multiple thread at the same time. But here you
Right.
can use the vector. Now this list interface become a thread shape. Why? Because this vector class have implemented add method, remove method, get methods as a synchronized method. Synchronized means at a time only one can call them, right? So here let's look.
Right.
Here say list dot add. Here you can add value sum, right? And
Right.
similarly we can here also say list one dot add, one dot add, right? Notice if you look the definition of this add method is the your
Boolean.
uh, this the implementation of your array list. I want to array list implementation. So notice this is the simple method return the boolean value added or not added, right?
Right.
And here this add method for the vector, I am going to choose the implementation of vector class. Okay. So let's this is the somehow vector. This is the vector, right? Notice vector. And notice vector have a synchronized method. Notice the same this add method, but they have added what this synchronized. Synchronized means this method is can call by only one thread at a time, right?
Right.
So now you can say this list is a not thread safe class. This list is a thread safe class. If you want your applications work fine in the multi-threaded environment, so you don't use new array list, you can use new vector. And all the method of list interface, whatever the define list interface, all the method you can find like here add first, last first, all the things get last, right? All the method you can get, right?
Right.
So these are your what the not thread safe class, and now this list become your thread safe class. So here both is the what array list and vector. What are the differences? Because list is the interface, and this interface can be implemented by class 1, this interface can be implemented by class 2, right? The one is the your array list, another is your vector, right? Here
Right.
add method written, here they override add method, they also override add method. This is the non-synchronized, this is the synchronized method, right? Due to the synchronized, we can say this is the thread safe collection, this is the not thread safe collection. Is it clear? What do you mean by
Yeah.
thread safe collection? Thread
So
safe
vector
collection. Hmm,
is a synchronized
yeah,
way it works.
yeah, this is the add method of vector class is the synchronized. Here add method of array list is the not synchronized,
Okay.
right? So due to the which implementation class you are going to assign in this array list interface, the add operations here look like the same list one dotted, list one dotted, right? Look like the same. But what object you assign here? Here assign array list, here you assign vector. So vector is the thread safe, and this is a not thread safe. If this is this not thread safe, means your list is not thread safe. Here your vector is a thread shape means this list is a thread shape. So you cannot
Yes,
say
sir.
list is a thread shape or not thread shape. Depend. This is interface. What the class implementation you are going to assign.
Mm, right.
So due to the implementation of these classes, I can say this list is a thread safe or this list is a not thread safe. So for only list interface, I cannot say this is the thread safe or not thread safe because this interface is a contract just given the some method key. Anyone can going to implement this method. So here array list is one implementation, vector is another implementation. So this is the thread safe collection. This is not thread safe collection. This is not thread safe collection. Okay? You can say this is thread safe. Okay. Why thread safe? This add method is the synchronized method. This means they are ensuring that any one thread at a time call, right? It's clear. Similarly,
Yeah.
uh, let's for set. So what is the new versions of this? So here you can say no. I am not going to use this new. Let's set one, and I am going to say new. Uh, Here, what the implementation we have? Let's check. See map that has scenery property class or properties. I think so. What say? Okay. So property itself a property look like. Okay. So what is the here you can say has has table. So this is the way. What say? This is the has set. This is the set. Okay, they are inspecting map. So you notice for set we have to use the map, and for map we have a new thread safe collection has table. Okay, and here you can pass one. Okay, in this case again this is your not thread safe class, and now it's become a thread safe because notice here in this map you can say map dot put, and you can put any value like here one. Okay, any string value and put any value, right? And same thing you can put here map as well. Okay, map one. So in this way, just you change the implementation from hash map to hash table. Now this class is the thread shape. What do you mean with thread shape? Means this put method now become your synchronized method, right? So let's check this put method of this class. Just say check implementation. You want to like has map. This is the notice this the library. Lots of library implemented this map interface. We are interested the hash map, right? This is the hash map because this is the hash map. So notice this hash map is a put method. Just return whatever the key I'm pass, what the value they put here and return the specific value which we have put, right? This is the method. So this is the hash map. But here I am saying, no, I'm not interested hash map. I am going to the different implementation that is the hash table. And let's check the this method definition. Put method, and here say I am going to hash table implementation. This is the hash table. And notice this is the synchronized method. The same put method, same key, same value, but they added a synchronized keyword. That means they ensure that the put method or get method, notice are the get method. All methods are synchronized. So while getting, while putting, you this hash table class ensure that your object is the thread safe, right? So this is the map implementation of your. If you want to thread safe collection, you can use this hash table instead of hash map. So depend upon the use case, this map interface or set interface or list interface is not say ki thread safe collections or not thread safe collections. You can say ki what the implementation you are going to use. Here for same list interface I can use the vector, that means it is the thread safe collections. If I am similarly for map, I am using the hash table, means this is the thread safe collections. So collections is defined, it is a thread safe or not thread safe, what the object you are assigning. Is it clear? Right? So these are the one way. If this list interface you want as a make a thread safe, then you don't use the array list, you don't use the hash set, you don't use the hash map. You can use the different implementation of this interface. Is it okay? So this is the since our Java is starting. The Java have a whenever Java collection framework come, they have given this both version, thread safe collections, whenever non-thread safe collections. These all are the thread safe collections. These all are the non-thread safe. Is it okay? So let's move more further. So sometimes our Java programmer say, I have declared already this is the I want to use array list, but I want to ensure that this is the thread safe. Then how will do? So for this, Java designer say, hey, if really want use the array list, but you at the same time you want to ensure that this is a thread safe class, you can do. So for these, Java's designer say you can use the different wrapper classes. So what are the wrapper classes? Here they say collections dot collections dot, here say lots of utility class they given here. You can use the synchronized list, synchronized map, synchronized set. So these three methods which help us to convert your non-thread safe collection to thread safe. So let's say a list. So just here pass your this. Now this is your new array list you want. Just you pass your new array list here. Or the same list you can pass here. Now here a list. So notice the same list. Now this list till now here is the non-thread safe. Now here list to become your thread safe. Because you can say, hey, this is the list I want to convert to the synchronized list. So sometime you want this new array list as a thread safe, then you cannot use directly this way. You can use I am going to use this way. Collections dot synchronized, just pass list. Here's a new array list, new and array list, and now your array list become a your synchronized list, right? So similarly this synchronized list, these collections have given the all the methods synchronized for list. You want to set, you can say set. Here you can pass your set, whatever the set you have, maybe new hash set or whatever they want, right? You can get your synchronized hash set, right? Similarly, you want to map collections dot synchronized. You can say map, and here you can pass the new your hash map. So here, what the convey here, you can convert your any array list or hash table, hash map from non-thread safe to thread safe using this method method like a synchronized map, synchronized set, and synchronized list, right? So is it okay? So you have a both option. You can directly use the different implementation, that is the thread safe class. That's one way. Another way, no, I want to use ArrayList still, but still want this work fine in the multi-threaded environment. You can say just you can create this inside this method, synchronized list, synchronized set, synchronized map. In this way, you can create this list. Now this list become your thread safe collection, right? So this is another way, and it's a good. So sometime even different versions of you can say come, and whenever Java 5 come, then Java 5 come with a new one way, different way you can say, where you can create the thread safe collections. So instead of using this synchronized list, synchronized map, synchronized set, you can directly use this different implementation. What were the different implementation? One was your for list. Similarly, for like assembly, this is the list map set. And similarly, this is the different way. I am not going to use this implementation. I am not going to use the list implementation, default one. I am going to not use this one. So here list interface can be implemented by this is a vector. Similarly, one new class that is known as a copy on array list. And in this way, this is by default your thread safe collection. Means here multiple thread can work, there is no problem, all work fine. Similarly, here new copy on your set. And for here, new concurrent hash map. So this is a new three implementation given by this. Maybe this is the four, four. You know, these are the Java 5 when concurrency API come instead this interface they have a different implementation. Now that means the interface is the same. Interface is the same interface. Previously one implementation array list, new implementation vector, another implementation is the copy on copy on array list, copy an array set, concurrent hash map. So instead of I am using the hash map, I can use the concurrent hash map. Means they support concurrency by default. Even you don't need a kind of right synchronize to wait, notify. By default, they are thread safe collections. So these come, you can say, from JDK 5 onward, right? So you can use this way. If whenever you want our collections, thread safe collections, maybe you can use your legacy classes. You can say vector, your hash table, or property, or dictionary. These are the classes. You can say properties class, or you can say dictionary class. These are the things you can use as a legacy class, that is a thread safe class. But later, the different way existing your array list or hash set, your hash map, you can convert from non-thread safe class to thread safe class using the synchronized list, synchronized set, synchronized map. And later version, Java 5 onward, you have a new implementation of list interface, set interface, map interface, support the concurrency. By default, here multiple thread can work simultaneously. There is no problem. All the multi-threading issue is taken care by this implementation classes. So this concurrent hash map are frequently used nowadays to storing key value things, right? And one more kind of a improvement come later. And instead of this, if you are using the Java 9 or after 9 onward, you can create thread safe collections using the factory method like list dot of, and here you can say any list, and that is a by default. This is the thread safe collections. So whenever we are creating collections like in this way, list of, so these are the set of, you can say set of, these are by default thread safe collections. Similarly, map of, you can follow the value here your key one, like here 1 comma 1. Similarly, value 2, key value here you can pass. So these are also, you can say, thread safe collections. So many times you notice whenever we are writing examples, we are using the list of, and when the list of means these are the immutable classes. That means they cannot modify the value, so that become a by default thread safe collections. So whenever you are creating collection like this way, so this is the by default your thread safe collections. You don't need to any kind of worry about the output of multi-threaded environment. So for creating thread safe list, set, map, you have a multiple options. You can use list of, set of, a map of. By default, these are creating thread safe implementation for list, set, and map. Similarly, if you are not using this, you want to then use the copy and array list or copy and array set or concurrent hash map, these thread safe collections provided by the Java. But sometimes no, you say no, I am really want to only array list class itself, but this is a non thread safe class, but I want it to become a thread safe. Then I can say, okay, you can create this object inside this synchronized list or synchronized set or synchronized map. In this way, you can create list, set, map as a thread safe collection, right? So till now, any confusion, any problem, any doubt, right? Hello, are you able to hear me? Hello, are you able to hear me? I think okay. Map is the label string, comma. Okay, so I think these are the different way where we can create our list collection or set collection or your map collection, maybe thread safe collections or not thread safe collections. So by default, whatever we are mainly using like array list, hash set, hash map, all these are the non-thread safe collections. But you want to convert non-thread safe collection to the thread safe collections, then we have to use this method. Collections is utility class called the collections.synchronize lists, collection.synchronize set, collection.synchronize map.
Right.
And similarly for this, since Java 5 onward, you can use this copy and array list, copy and array set, and concurrent hash map to make your list, set, and map as a thread safe collection. And
Right.
latest Java 9 onward, you can create list of or set of or map of. These all generate thread safe collections. That means you can freely use this list set collections in this multi-threaded environment, because these are all are the immutable classes. No one can mutate the value.
So these are multi-thread safe. Thread
Yeah,
safe.
thread safe, thread safe, thread safe. So you can say different
Then
way you can get thread safe class.
okay, okay. Then why the top one is not thread safe? The one,
because
yeah,
they have implemented without synchronized. Sometime I want this application run in a main thread. One thread is sufficient for my application.
right,
Then why we are going to apply synchronized? Synchronized is the additional cost required for the JVM to interact, right? JVM have implemented the lock mechanism so that anyone can access, right? So they have put some extra time, right? Extra consumption. But my application is only run inside the main application. There is not required of multi-threading. So why I am going to use this thread safe collection? Okay, thread safe collections is required additional effort JVM to do, right? But here JVM
right,
not required to do any additional step because they know only one thread they can freely add, get, remove. There is no problem, right? But sometime our application say no, I want this collection array list using the thread safe collection. So we have a two option. You can use the thread safe implementation like vector or hash table, or you can say no, I'm not interested to use the new collections. I want to use the array list, but I want to convert this array list from not thread safe to the thread safe. So you can say, hey, you can use this wrapper classes collection.synchronizedList, and here you can create your array list. And now this array list become your thread safe. And now here you can freely use these collections in this multi-threaded environment, right?
right.
This is the one way. Instead of okay, is there any new way, new implementation? Java 5 comes, hey, if you want to list, set, map, you can use these new classes. Feel free to use their thread safe classes. Array, copy on array list, copy on immutable, and concurrent hash map. The concurrent hash map very, very used nowadays in all applications, right?
Right,
Since Java 5 onward. And Java 9 decided sometime I already know this is a fixed set of value. I want to create the collection, and that would be the thread safe. Then you can use the factory classes like List.of, Set.of, and Map.of.
right.
So in this way, multiple classes in a Java have a thread safe class. But very big problem nowadays in a Java developer, how Java developer know the particular class is thread safe or not?
Hmm.
Array list is a thread safe or not? Hash map is a thread safe or not? There is no any specific annotation or any list Java expose. Hey, these are the thread safe collection. These are the not thread safe collection. You have to check the Java documentation and check the details and if this method support or not support. So you have to read out the all the definition about these classes, right? Then you know,
Right,
oh, this is the thread safe or not, right?
right,
So thread safe is a logical concept, and there is no any specific keyword or any annotation where say, "Okay, uh, some read this class name concurrent hash map, but I don't know this is a thread safe or not, right? So
right,
you have to go read the Java doc of this class, right? Go and read the Java doc, and then you figure out, oh, this is a thread safe or not. Just we have to go and read the complete Java documentation which they expose. You read it, and here somehow you find this is the thread safe collection, right? So till now we have a only option go to read the Java document carefully, and then we found, hey, this is the thread safe or not thread safe, right? Or you can look the method what they implemented. So as of now, this is a good option. You can just Google it, or you can read the Java documentation, or the which method are you using. Just check the method. You are calling the put method and check the put method of this hash table. Go to the hash table and just check the put method. And check put method. This is a synchronized. Oh, this is a thread safe class, right?
right,
So these are the you can say existing classes already implemented, but sometime I can implement my own array list, my own set, my own map. You can implement them, and in your method you can decide I am going to add synchronized or not synchronized. I want to use
right,
the reintrent lock or not reintrent lock. So these are previously all the things are using the synchronized keyword, right? All
right,
the methods of this vector class, the hash tables are a synchronized keyword. And last class, notice whenever we are discussing about the virtual threads, I say please avoid using synchronized keyword, right? That means
right,
we have to avoid these classes, because whenever we are using the virtual thread class, these synchronized keywords are not going to mount or unmount between the carrier threads or OS threads or platform thread. So good way,
Right.
if you really want, you can use the reintent lock interface, right? Lock interface. So these classes are internally implemented by the lock interface. Okay, let's say here like a good example. This interface, let's say, good example like list4.add. You can call the add method. Let's pass forward. Here check the implementation of this class. Just check. This is the implementation of a copy on array list. Copy on array list. And notice they are using the synchronized keyword, right? Internally.
Right.
And they are using some lock. And what is the lock? Lock is object. So in this way, you can write the code. Or good option, you can use your own reintent lock concept, right? Similarly, your concurrent hash map. Just say your put method here. Notice put method internally something written here the concept like implementation internally, right?
Right.
Suggestion is that if possible, you can use the manually lock interface or semaphore for the locking. You can use these existing classes already Java designer given us, but if you are really thread safe, you have to use uh, lock interface. I have already discussed lock, right? Versus over synchronize, right?
Right.
Because if you are using a synchronize, that means you can get the latest version feature of the Java virtual thread concept. Lock have an interface. They have a multiple implementation like reintent lock, interrupted lock, right? So
Right.
you can use. So good option. Even you are using this, I want to make synchronize. Just wrap this code in the lock interface. That's work fine for you. So don't go just say, hey, this is my lock interface. I'm just a lock interface. Okay.
Right.
Difference way ki always you are using the lock interface. Lock equal to new reintent lock. And here you can just create them, and here say lock. Okay, and after, and here say lock.unlock. And here you can use your list list dot add, and you are
Right.
whatever you want to add, right? So this code become automatic your thread safe code. Or this is the code previously, because here this is the not thread safe, well, this is not a synchronized method, but you can add those code inside the lock or unlock. By default, you manually say this is a thread safe code. So thread safe means you have to ensuring that at a time only one thread can call this method, right?
Right.
Reference way, anywhere in your application required to thread safety, possible use this latest versions of synchronized collections, or you can use this lock interface. A lock interface have a multiple implementation. Okay, maybe here conditional lock, maybe reintent lock, semaphore already we did, write lock, read lock, right? The multiple
Right.
implementation this class have, you can check out. You can look them, right? Just click here, mouse, and figure out all these the implementation we have. Counted lock, read lock, read lock view, reintent lock, which we take example, segment lock. Notice this segment lock implemented by the concurrent hash map, right? The concurrent
Right.
hash map internally use this lock interface. So Java suggests, if possible, you can use the concurrent hash map, or simply the write lock implemented by reintent lock. इसी तरह stamp lock something. The different implementation this lock interface you have, any one implementation you can use, right?
Right.
So suggestion, if possible, you really want to thread safe collection, possible to use this, right? And if really want to this, you can also use this, but this is the performance perspective. This will some you can say take a higher time than other one, but only one thing you can lost, the new feature of your virtual thread. If you are using this vector or hash table, there is no problem. Your business logic code work correctly. There is no any problem. But the new feature of Java language is you can create the thousands of thread per request in new threads. You cannot achieve from this way, right? Because
Right.
they are using the internally synchronized keyword, and virtual thread have a till now a problem. They are not support synchronized method to the carrier or mounting or unmounting concept, right? So we have a as a Java developer, if we aware if we have to lock interface, then you can write the code like this way. This is the best way, safe way to write your code thread safe. Whatever the code you want to thread safe, line number 10, line number here, let's say we have a 10 lines and 10 line I want to thread safe, right? Thread safe means at a time only one thread can access. Okay, line 1 and line 2, line 3. Just write this way. This is your code become your thread safe because you are taking a lock and doing operation and releasing the lock. This
Right.
is the best way to make your code as a thread safe, right?
Right.
That's for the day. Anything, any question?
No, that's all.
So this is just FYI. Java collection framework have a lots of implementation classes, right? If you look the
No, yeah,
list
yeah.
interface and just click here, find these all are the implementation classes. Just our intelligent try to देखो, this is the all are the implementation class of your list interface,
Or
right?
all the implementation class of
Yeah, this is the
list.
one we can use the vector. Similarly, tree set. Similarly, transfer tree set, like sub list, like stack. This is the stack. One of the where you use synchronized list, sort set, role list, reverse. Lots of. Notice here the different Java library are using, right? So this is the
Right.
Java Apache library. They are using implementation. If you not something mentioned, this is the Java itself, Java empty list, Java event set list, lots of implementation this class have. Generally we know one is the array list, right?
Right. Right. That's the
Array
one
list
we do. Yeah.
generally we previously used array list. Now today we understand one more implementation. This is the non-thread safe and vector is the thread safe. So we cannot cover all the implementation of list interface, but as per our use, our requirement, our need, we can explore. Just Google our
Vector is also a implementation class.
implementation class of list interface. Let's
List
look the
interface,
definition.
right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
this is the class. This is the class, and notice this class is this class is the implement list interface, right?
Right. Right.
So the class implemented by the list interface. And why say ki this is a thread safe class? Can you just look all this method? This is the constructor. This is the vector copy to synchronized method. Notice this is the synchronized method. Notice this is the grow
Mm.
method. This is the private method. No, this is the public set size synchronized method. Notice all the synchronized method, right?
Right.
So due to that, okay, this is the all the methods that is a public method or a synchronized method, right?
Right.
Synchronized method. Due to that, this class is the thread safe class. If similarly, you can look the array list class and look this class method like trim to size, ensure capacity. All are the non-private, non-synchronized method, right? Grow,
Right.
size, right? Is empty, contain, index of range. All are the just public method. Anyone can call them, but not ensure only one thread at a time call, right?
Right.
So we have just our explanation about the concept about the thread safe, non-thread safe. We have just explained array list and vector. Similarly, your hash set or hash map. These are the two implementation of map. Are if you want to synchronize version, that you can hash
Mm.
table. If you go to the hash table and check the all the method like the synchronize set, synchronize map, synchronize all the methods synchronize. Notice
Right.
due to this synchronized keyword, they all the implementation this is implemented in Java 1. Due to that, nowadays you can say sometimes these are the legacy classes, means very old classes. These are the vectors, our dictionary, our hash table, all are the legacy classes are thread safe classes. Later part, Java come up with a new solution like this way. Our best solution is the reintent lock if you want to thread safe collection, right?
Right.
That's for the day. Any question, any things you want? The
No, that's all. Mhm.
preference way you can use this like concurrent hash map or list of these are the
Correct.
we are many times using this, right? Many times we are using this
Yeah. So these are a thread safe.
thread safe collection. Just these are whatever discussed. These are the non-thread safe. After that, all we discuss all the different form of the thread safety code,
Right. Right. Got it. Mhm.
different way. Okay. Day her release was released Java or Java designers are improvising our library, writing the better way from the customer feedback, from the use of the Java language. They are receiving some feedback, and according to the feedback, Java designers are implemented this implementation. Due to the list interface, have lots of implementation, different version, different implementation come, right?
Right.
Okay. Any question?
It's good now.
Okay, then good for the day.
No problem. Thank you.
Thank you.